We went to Panama with three goals in mind. First, to celebrate my birthday. That was the best one. Then second, to conduct an annual business meeting for Feel So Good Services, LLC. And third, to explore Panama, to see if it could be possibly our 6-month or maybe permanent home. We were calling it our try before we buy trip to Panama. And in this video, we're going to discuss that trip to Panama and what we explored. We'll also provide you the requirements for the Pensionado Visa in Panama. Hopefully we can help you getting yours a little bit easier.
Along the way, we experienced some incredible adventures. Panama Canal, Monkey Island, kayaking, we renamed it to kayaking, hiking in the rainforest, visit with the indigenous people, hop on, hop off sightseeing tours, and the Sandblast Beach. We also integrated footage, photos, behind the scene moments, and real conversation about the pros, cons, and what it would take for Panama to be our temporary or permanent home. If you're thinking about traveling, relocating, or retiring in Panama, or you just enjoy a great adventure with a loving couple, this one is for you.
Hey
everybody.
Me and Merlene on the beach in Gorgana. All right, we're coming up on the highways to the seas. There we go. This is where we ended up. The rest of the crew, the rest of the tourists, we made it. And here we go. This is a trodden jungle. Welcome back to Fields of Adventure. I'm Dwight, and this lovely lady is my wife, Merlene Fields. And although he didn't make the trip with us, Blade, speak. Good boy. Okay, that's Blade. Y'all met him on the last trip. And today we're going to take you inside of our Try Before We Buy trip to Panama. This trip was part birthday party celebration, part business retreat, and part let's see if we want to live here for 6 months or more. And trust me, Panama gave us a lot to think about.
That's right. This wasn't just a vacation. This was a serious exploration. We were celebrating Dwight's birthday, and we were also conducting our annual business meeting for Feel So Good Services and checking out multiple areas, Panama City, Coronado, Gorgana, and everything in between.
Okay, so let's start with why Panama. As y'all know, we travel a lot, and Panama keep coming up on the radar because the cost of living is lower, the weather is warmer, the lifestyle is slow when you want it and fast when you need it. And the requirements for the retirement visa are very easy to meet and gives you permanent residency in 4 to 6 months. No other country could match that. And the way things are going right now in the U.S., a dark-skinned Haiti-looking brother like me might need a quick getaway plan. I would hate for y'all to wake up and hear one morning that I've been deported to Haiti and can't return. But, okay, seriously, if you own your own LLC, the requirement in Alabama, and I don't know where you're from, but the requirement in Alabama is that you have one business meeting a year. There's no restriction on where that business meeting can be held. And you can have more than one business meeting, but you have to have at least one, and there's no restriction on where it can be held. So if you pick a location that you want to go to, and long as you log into your record books the events of that meeting and the accomplishments of that meeting becomes totally tax deductible. That trip, the hotel, and everything. But disclaimer here. I'm going to give you 2 disclaimers. I'm not an accountant. So don't consider this tax information. You must consult with an accountant to confirm anything I'm saying on this video. The second disclaimer is I'm also not an attorney. So I'm going to discuss the requirements for the Pensionado Visa during this video, but I'm not an attorney. and you must consult with an attorney to confirm anything that I'm saying on this video. All of this is based on just my research as just Dwight Fields, not the attorney. Okay? The Pensionado Visa is the only one that we're going to discuss because that's the only one that applies to us. It's also the retirement visa in Panama. So it's best if you get an immigration attorney to walk you through the process. But I'm going to give you some of the requirements that I found from my research. First, you have to have a lifetime public or private pension of at least $1,000 a month, or the equivalency in your local currency. Okay, so how much does it cost to get a Pensionado Visa? I think you should put back or save around $1,300 to $1,500. So what is that for? That's for apostles, notarizing things, legalization, and the translation of every document in this packet. Okay, you must present a letter of official document that certifies the amount and permanent duration of your retirement. They want to know that you're fully finished working. Okay, you got to provide three photographs, a duly verified copy of your passport. Okay, you have to take a medical, you have to provide a medical certificate demonstrating that you are in good health and free from communicable diseases. U.S. citizens must present a FBI background check. Now, you can get that at your local post office. So, and it takes a day or so. It has to be apostilled and authenticated at the Embassy of Panama, meaning it has to be verified. You have to go to the closest embassy, either mail it or you can drive there. I know it's one in New Orleans, just so you know. Okay, then certification of your status as a retiree, showing that you receive a lifetime pension, not a paycheck, a pension of not less than $1,000 a month. Now, if you have children, each additional dependent requires an additional $250 a month in US dollars per month. For example, if it's you have to have a pension of $1,000. If it's you and another kid, you have to have a pension of $1,250. If it's you, a kid, and a spouse, then $1,500. Each person is $250 extra. Okay, the dependent children, though, their residency is not permanent. It lasts until they reach the age of 25, as long as they have completed their education. Kind of like our Social Security stuff. You know what I'm saying? If you're married, you must present your marriage certificate. It has to be apostilled by the Panamanian Embassy here in the U.S. So, those are most of the documents, but again, consult with an immigration attorney in Panama to confirm these requirements and get an explanation of the process. What we'll do is we'll drop the name of a couple of references that we know in the comments.
Okay. So the truth is, we were looking for a place where we could spend 6 months at a time, still run our businesses, still live comfortably, and still feel safe. Panama checked a lot of those boxes on paper, but we needed to fill it for ourselves.
To consolidate down to 2 items. For any passengers that are traveling in border group 6, you're only permitted one personal item, and that personal item must fit completely underneath the seat in front of you. If you're traveling in border group 6 and have more than one personal item or a larger carry-on bag, please see us here so we can check your additional items to your final destination, and a fee will be assessed. On today's aircraft, it has a small overhead bin. If you have any roller back with a large and double bag, or just more than one.
Just going out of Panama Canal. From the bridge we can see it, but I'm sure we'll get an up close and personal look. Oh, just got blocked. At the Panama Canal later on in our tour. So just a quick snapshot. Alright, this is the video of our junior suite. All inclusive. There's a little mini bar there. Balcony, ocean view. It's night, so you won't be able to see it, but it's there. We're right on the ocean. And then there's a second balcony from the bedroom. Get a shot of the resort we're at. King size bed. Second balcony off the master bedroom. TV, double sinks, walk-in closet with save, jetted tub with shower. How bad?
During our trip in Panama, we used that as our annual planning retreat for Feel So Good services. We talked about the strategy, the growth, numbers, new contract, pressure washing division, all of it right there in Panama. But our first agenda was Dwight's birthday. I had some services laid out for him, and this is what I found, that I tried to lay the services out before we got in there, but no one could speak English, so I couldn't pre-plan it. So I had to sneak away from Dwight and find a concierge person who can make sure that everything was set up correctly. So as Dwight was upstairs preparing to come down, I'm talking to the people and stuff like that. So in between that time, Dwight had to go back to the hotel room. And so I was like, okay, he didn't come back and tell me that there was anything that was done differently. And I'm like, what's going on? So now I sneak away from him and talk to the concierge people. And they said, well, we have it there. I just talked to the room service people. I'm like, okay, well, and one thing that you find out in Panama, the services is not like the services here. Everything is done on their own time. So we went back upstairs, and of course, Dwight had overlooked. He had overlooked the services. He had on the bed, they had a layout of a happy birthday. They brought champagne up and a cake. He missed all of that. But along the way, we also found new friends. We was Kevin and Glenda. We call her G. We had the instant fun relationship with them. We went out on the town, and it was such a wonderful time that we just enjoyed ourselves. But we also tried to work with, get with some of the older couples, and I say older couples our age. They didn't want to have anything to do with us. You know, it's like, what y'all doing? Oh, we're doing this. I was like, oh, we are too. They were like, okay, do it. And the weird thing is that we met them downtown, and no one was friendly. But the night that we went out with Kevin and G, we had such a wonderful time. And
Young people, they liked us.
Yeah, they liked us. And it was on a Saturday, and on Sunday, Dwight couldn't get out of bed. And so this is the thing, when I'm out and about and I see Dwight is getting a little tipsy, I have to say, oh gosh, I don't know where I am in a foreign land. I got to make sure my wits are about myself.
All right, we're coming up on the. Woo! There we go. In Merlin, we're rooftoping in Panama. Here we go.
This is the big line.
Okay, put your back toward.
Yeah, I'm good. Woo-hoo! All right, rooftop. You know, you want to know what? All right, these are people. Kevin and D. It's okay.
in Panama for 10 days, and we tried to go on excursions every day. Went to the Panama Canal, Monkey Island, kayaking, and again, Dwight calls it cot slacking, and you'll see why. We visited a rainforest, visited the indigenous people, hop off sightseeing tour. We explored Panama City on our just walking through the town, and we went on a lot of waterway areas. We went on a condo tour, which helped with the cost of living breakdown. We went to San Blas Beach, and we visited with the indigenous people. My favorite two were Panama Canal, kayaking, hiking in the rainforest, and visiting with the indigenous people. Both of those were very informative and fun. And I will put the links in the comments for the other excursions.
I gave kayaking a new name. I now call it kayaking. My pride was too much to tell the guy that my back was killing me and I couldn't kayak. So I made a new sport. It's called kayaking, y'all. Yeah, there you go. Let's go. That's the way we do it.
Excellent. You look like a local people walking.
There you go. Good job.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Okay, and we also hired us a private driver for a day. We had this guy for 10 to 12 hours. I'm not going to tell you what we paid him, but it wasn't a whole lot. But he was great. He acted as our driver, our interpreter. He went in and set the stage for us when we were looking at properties. He took us down to Coronado and Gorgano first. Down there, they have a real beach, and we just fell in love with this one property. We looked at the views. It had views all around, beachfront property, condo, party area, 3 different swimming pools, and it had a natural pool. What is it called? A natural pool, yeah, down on the beach where the water has carved out like a 5-foot area, and when the tide is low, the water fills up there and you can go and use it like a pool. That was incredible. Okay, and in Coronado, that beachfront property, and with all the views and all the amenities, gym, sauna, all that, went from $12 to $1,600, and that included your utilities. That was a great deal. Now this driver, he also came back and took us in on our personal private tour to Panama City. It was great. Panama City, unlike the country areas down there, they have all of the entertainment, all of the nightclubs, all the restaurants, things to do, hospitals, all of that right there in the city. However, the price is a little pricier. In Panama City, you can look to pay anywhere from $1,800 to $3,500 and above. There's some really nice properties there. But the problem is they really don't have a beach. You know what I'm saying? They really don't have a beach. They have you have beach views. You can look out your place and you'll see the ocean, but you can't go down on the beach. It's like living on River Street in Savannah, Georgia. Let's see. Okay, this is our driver. How do you pronounce your name again?
Gorgona.
My
name.
¿Cómo te llamas?
Efraín.
Efraín.
Okay.
Efraín is taking us around today, and he's our resident expert, I guess. We stopped in Gorgana.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hala, you're from, where do you live?
I am Efraín. Mi nombre es Efraín y soy de Panamá.
Okay.
Acabamos de llegar a Gorgona.
Okay, Gorgana. And he's driving us here. What else should we know about Efraín? I'm here with Merlene as well. She's there. Okay. And our new friend, I guess. I just wanted him to get on camera so you can see Efraín. He's teaching me English. He's teaching me Spanish. And
you can stand and you're in water up to your neck. But it's actually quite big. It's probably like 14 or 15 feet across, and
Oh, wow.
yeah. And then there's just little rocks, you know,
And this was
encroachments that you.
this was built by someone or
No,
dug in?
no, it's
just
natural.
Okay.
Because this is all like that's volcanic rock. That's volcanic rock down that way. That's why we have the black sand.
That's because
also
of the volcano.
because it's volcanic.
we were wondering.
Yes.
I was like, why is the dirt black?
Yes. How did you
Yeah,
get
yeah,
black?
yeah. That's what it is. It's volcanic rock,
Volcanic
so it's
rock, okay.
magnetic also. So you really have to scrub it to get it off.
So if you get it like
Well, no. Like if you
Oh.
go for a walk on the beach and you come in and you just hose off
Yeah,
your legs,
yeah.
you'll go, why isn't that black sand coming off?
Got
And you
it.
literally have to like rub it because it has magnetic properties.
got it. This is beautiful. This is a top one of the what's the name of this condo?
This is Coronado Bay.
Coronado Bay. This is
is
at
Coronado Bay.
Coronado Bay. Ooh, what a view.
Yes. So this social area is open until 11 o'clock every night. So you can be up here. We have internet in both of our social areas, up here and downstairs. The downstairs pool is only open until 7 p.m. You can be in the lower area, but they'll ask you to get out of the pool just when we go down there. I'll show you. It used to be just a 5-story hotel at first, and then
And so here's the real question. Could we and should we live in Panama for 6 months? Should we pick up and move in January and head downrange for 6 months? And I talked about me needing my getaway because of my complexion and all that. And I often get asked, am I Haitian? You remember we were there together? Are you from Haiti? Damn, what am I? Okay. But anyway, that's the question. Should we move for 6 months in January? We got to come to a conclusion.
For me, yes, with a few conditions. I love the views, the cost, the lit lifestyle, but I want to make sure the condo we choose have a backup generator, reliable internet, good security, and easy access to stores, restaurants, and entertainment.
And for me, I need the convenience, good food options, easy transportation. Panama impressed me more than I expected. But the city versus beach thing, that's the real conversation. And when we got back, we discussed it, we were talking about it. There's a lot of logistics that we got to work out for a 6-month move, or even for a permanent move. It's a lot of logistics to work. Want some stuff like the tax implications. If I pick up and move out of here, I'm tax exempt. So whoever moves here, now my taxes come back, and the taxes double because I don't get a homestead. So the price of renting this place, that's another thing we got to do. We got to rent this place or sell it, which we won't do. But and then the storage of 3 of the 4 of our cars, that has a cost to it. Then we got to store the things we don't need to take to Panama, because in Panama you don't need any winter gear. It's never cold, so you're always going to have all summer gear. Okay? And then the last thing was Blade. Blade never flew before. So we got to decide if he can fly. A lot of the places only allow a 50-pound dog. Blade is 95 pounds. So our verdict is, well, just stand by. We'll make our decision in a future video.
If you're thinking about traveling to Panama or doing your own try before you buy test trip, hopefully our experience helped you make a better decision. And if you want more videos, more adventure, more couple conversation, subscribe and join us. Every Monday, we're sharing something new.
We'll see you on the next adventure.